AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. Rick, seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The former number 6 overall pick in 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Throwing Jones. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
He's going to fire deep for Radley. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Throwing again on second down. Jones, and that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Dion Lewis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Graham Gano on for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Good.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
I loved our discussion this week. You know, we had our weekly phone call to talk about our game coming up, and we had to reflect on the fact that he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award last week, yet his team lost. You don't see that very often.
No, I know a lot of people dislike that, but when you look at the numbers across the conference from last week, he was clearly the best. So I say the award goes to him, and it did.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. He was so good, they just couldn't ignore him.
Complete to Amari.
And, Charles, you see the numbers for Amari Cooper last week. 12 catches, 134 yards, and the score, too.
Third in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10.
CeeDee Lamb was my favorite receiver in this year's draft. It is still hard for me to believe that he lasted till the 17th pick of the first round. No one took him before that, and Dallas, surprisingly, finds him available, takes him, and you see why. Great hands, great route running. This guy is Mr. Excitement.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Dexter Lawrence. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
Jones on the punt for the Cowboys.
There is a hush indeed. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
The ball carrier.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and...
From the gun, Jones toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw their verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's complete to Lewis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Jalen Smith tied for 6th in the NFL in tackles last year, in on the stop there.
At the 45.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Giants 7, Cowboys nothing.
2nd down and 8. from the gun. Jones. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
He was brought down at the 26.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. The give is to Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
The first down carry by Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The tackle by O'Shane Zimenez.
From the 38, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
4-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 34. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Cowboys first down.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Prescott from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down, New York.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Jones on 3rd and 2. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Giants, first down.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40-yard line. Throwing again, Jones. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was the visiting Rams who come in and get the victory on the road. 21-7, the final score. From there, we head up to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. Deshaun Hamilton, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And things didn't work out for them as they fall to the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Deshaun Jackson, a touchdown catch in the victory. In our game, we were treated to a strong first half from the former Blue Devil, Daniel Jones. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Elliott on first down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Elliott, the ball carrier, brought down behind the line of
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 11 now. Again, it's Elliott. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And that is incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
A second and 11 from the 19. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down. I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
13 yards.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They run with Lewis out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
On 2nd and 7. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
To Devontae Freeman.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Gain of 7.
First down, Giants. Jones to Ingram.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here's Jones on first down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Tate, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw again on second down, Jones. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. But now it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Giants on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
New York.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Giants on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
On for the field goal.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
On third down, it's Prescott. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
41-yard line.
Prescott on first down. Clock management, definitely. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott going for the deep ball. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. They're going to take over in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On first down, it's Freeman. A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Jones on third down. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the lead now increases to 20-0.
20. Cowboys, nothing.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. at their own.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Schultz. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2.
Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Prescott got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. A first down throw for Prescott. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Giants, it took a while, but they finally get that first win.